Accursed weather. Welcome to the USSR, Commander. All Allied divisions are at the ready for our final push on Moscow. But we have received some bad news. The Soviets have the Iron Curtain back online and plan to use it to foil our assault. If that was not enough, our spies hint that a more powerful version of this weapon is in the works. I need you to infiltrate the Red Tech centers so we can gather information on this new weapon. Dismissed.
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting
Reinforcements
acknowledged.
have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction
Reporting.
options.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Vehicle. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Insufficient funds. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Vehicle. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
reporting.
Construction complete. Building. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack. Preparing. Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Commander.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. For King and
Base
Country.
is under attack.
Yes,
Construction
sir.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Insufficient
Awaiting orders.
funds.
Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Commander, on my way.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle report acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Repairing. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training. Our base is under attack.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Training. Building. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Agreed. Very
Unit
well.
ready. Building. Preparing. Construction
Vehicle reporting.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Insufficient funds.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training. Building. Unit ready. Training. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Waiting
Unit
acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders.
Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged. Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Unit
acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Waiting order. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Training. Building. Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Reporting.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Low power. Building.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders. Vehicle acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Awaiting order.
Building.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, affirmative.
Second objective met. Repair. Building. Repair. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Structure
Yes, sir.
sold.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Low power. Building. Repairing. Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Structure
Reporting.
sold.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
First mission accomplished.